guys, I'm sneaking around the corner. So it's finally dark, so you can see the lights outside. I wait and wait and wait so you can see the lights outside. So welcome back to HomesNCooking. So tonight I'm going to try and do a really easy, fast video because some of them like go lengthy and I want something that's a little quicker and easy. So I'm going to show you what I did. This is chicken marsala, which is a really yummy, what people perceive as a fancy dish. So there's plenty of chicken marsala recipes out there, and some of them are fancy. But this is like a basic, easy, I call it a date night, because your date will love this no matter what. And it's chicken marsala with sauteed mushrooms, which is part of the dish. And then I serve it over mashed potatoes or even a baked potato. Or you can even serve it over noodles. But I'm just gonna tell you how to make it, and trust me, you're gonna like it. And if you want a fancier one, I can do that, but this is really good and really, really easy. So you're gonna take a 1/4 cup of flour and put it in a bowl. We all know what a bowl is. And then you're gonna take a 1/2 teaspoon of salt on top of the flour. And I don't measure salt. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1/2 teaspoon of oregano, flakes or finely ground. And 1/2 teaspoon, once again, of black pepper. This is finely ground. I don't measure that. You know, I cook by taste and smell and sight. So the pepper, I just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then a really good trick, anytime you bread something, just wet your finger a little bit. You're not cooking in a kitchen restaurant. You're cooking in your own home for your family or even your guests. They don't care if you're like spitting the food. I'm kidding. You take the flour and you just taste a tiny bit. If it needs more salt, more salt. If it needs more pepper, more pepper. And oregano, easy on the oregano. That's sort of an accent. It's not like dominant. And then your flour is ready to go. And you take your chicken, preferably when it's raw. I'm being funny. I get my chicken at Whole Foods because they have really good chicken. And I just get the chicken breasts. I get, like for this meal, I got 2 chicken breasts, and then I have them cut them in half. And they charge you $1.50 extra to cut them in half, I swear, but whatever, it's worth it. You cut them in half, they cut them in half. And then I still pound them with a little mallet, just a little bit to make sure that they're gonna be thin enough to cook quickly. And then you dredge them in the flour, dredge, dredge, dredge. Then you take a frying pan. This is one of my favorites. This is a great size for 4 to 6 chicken breasts. And you put in 4 tablespoons, say, of sweet butter and a couple tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Heat it up till it's nice and hot. And then take your dredging chicken pieces and saute them all until they're lightly browned. Turn them over, lightly brown. And then I cheat on recipes because I take my chicken out and I put it in like a dish and put the oven on like 200. And I put the chicken in there, and then I take my mushrooms, and this is a container of mushrooms. Any store has the container. I like the brown mushrooms. I have no idea why. I just like the way they look. Slice up the container in slices like this. Slice, slice, slice. And throw them into the butter and olive oil mix. Start stirring. Then I take 2 shallots. And shallots are like onions, but they're sort of fancier. And they have a little sweetness to them. I don't really use them in like meat sauces, but in like more delicate sauces, shallots are great. I use 2, and I chop them. You know what chop is, right? Chop, chop, chop them. and then you throw them in with the mushrooms, and you stir, 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 stir until the mushrooms are looking sort of done. And then you add the piece de resistance, 3/4 of a cup of sweet Marsala. Not the dry, I swear, it doesn't taste good with the dry. Some people like the dry, I like sweet Marsala. And then you're going to just saute that with the Marsala, add the chicken, and put the chicken into that sauce, flip it over after about 5 minutes, and cook it a total of 10 to 15 minutes. And if you want to get fancy, you can put in, I don't have it in my recipe, but I'll put it on HomesNCooking.com. Put a dash of half and half in, and that just kicks it up to another fancier level. And I'll put that into the HomesNCooking recipe, though this way it's easy, it's simple. Your guests or your family will think you're a superstar. So thank you so much for watching. Once again, it's been so fun. I think you'll really like this recipe. And it's Gloria Gillette at Cox.net, or I'm at Coal Banker Del Mar, HomesNCooking.com. Just Google me. It's an amazement because I'm really everywhere. I have a Google business page, and my website, San Diego Coastal Homes at Properties.com. So you can't get rid of me. So thanks for watching. I'm going to sneak over here and press